Here are some of the other headlines that we are watching today. A pandemic-era restriction on migration at the U.S. border will stay in place for the time being. The Supreme Court voted 5-4 yesterday to grant an emergency request by 19 Republican state attorneys general to extend the use of Title 42 to prevent migrants from crossing into the U.S. from Canada or Mexico. The White House commented in a statement that writing Title 42 is a public health measure, not an immigration enforcement measure, and it should not be extended indefinitely. The Supreme Court did agree to hear oral arguments in February and rule on whether states can intervene. That decision is due in late June, and the policy will remain in place until a ruling is issued. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is examining whether CBD is safe in food and supplements, according to the Wall Street Journal. The cannabis derivative was legalized along with hemp in 2018 by Congress, but the FDA didn't set federal rules, and that left the industry to operate with specific oversight in only a handful of states that set their own regulations. The FDA will decide within months how to regulate legal cannabis, which could set a precedent for regulating CBD products in the U.S. Shares of U.S.-listed cannabis companies are a little bit mixed as we watch them following that report. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried borrowed $546 million from Alameda Research to purchase his stake in trading app Robinhood Markets. That's according to court documents. The development is now part of a multi-jurisdictional fight with FTX's new bosses, failed lender BlockFi and FTX creditor Antigua, for roughly $450 million in shares of Robinhood. This is just the latest example of how the finances of FTX, Alameda, and other pieces of Bankman-Fried's empire were entangled. Saz?